Chrissie Swan Show.
It's bump day, and that means one more sleep until our exclusive Barbie preview screening. Last chance to get tickets at some point in the show today.
You've got to have registered via the Nova Player, though.
You must.
You got to get on there.
You absolutely must. I've had a text message from my son at school, very urgent. Mum, can you get me this certain shampoo? It's available at, and then he dared. He dared to mention a name that is not Priceline Pharmacy.
He did not.
Yeah, and I texted back, I said, new phone, who dis? I will disown you.
You will be sleeping in the back alley tonight, little champ.
And of course I have been to Priceline Pharmacy and picked up the very shampoo he wants. What a dog. Does he even know me?
Does he even know who you are?
Does he even know?
You need to reply, I'm Chrissie Swan. Google me, mate. Google who your mother is.
Cannot believe it. I'll be giving away some Priceline vouchers before the end of the show just to really punish him.
Also, coming up next is Mystic Chrissie.
Yes.
You can also register at the Nova Player if you'd like to have your mind terribly read.
How dare you? I'm on it today.
Are you?
Yep.
Specsavers is helping Chrissie with her mystical visions. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Mystic Chrissie.
I am here. I can see the name Renee.
Because it's on the screen.
Hi, guys.
Renee, there is a Jack Russell Terrier that is very important to you.
My soon-to-be mother-in-law has one.
That must be it.
What are you looking for, Mystic?
I'm looking for my notes that I've written down, my stream of consciousness notes.
Oh, you pretending you're a real psychic for a hot minute?
Yes, the first thing was Jack Russell Terrier, see? I want to say the name Louie.
My oldest daughter was almost named Lily.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It
good.
was your favourite name at the time. There's a Chinese restaurant. You either loved it as a kid or you love it now. It's an important focal point.
I actually have a few I like, but the one that I went to all the time as a kid is still actually open, and I haven't been there in a while, though.
You've got to go back, and the name Fortune is there in there somewhere. Maybe it's the Fortune cookies that you get at the end.
I actually do, yes, have the stepdaughters in her class is a girl named Fortune.
Wow, Mystic. You're really picking it up today.
There is a peanut allergy around you, and you've got to be careful about it.
I just had my daughter's birthday on the weekend, actually, and her friend is a nut allergy.
Be very careful.
Renee is way too open to you. She is helping you so much.
Renee, you need your nails done, but you just haven't had time, and I get it.
I probably do, but I just don't have the money all the time, really, yeah.
You can spend some of the money that you've won on here on getting your nails done. It's important for you. Makes you feel good.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan.
There's a necklace with a cross that means something. A necklace with a cross.
Who doesn't have a cross necklace?
I don't.
Well,
I don't, only because I don't really wear necklaces.
You don't wear jewellery.
I'm very simplistic.
You didn't get Taylor tickets, even though you tried your hardest.
No, I didn't.
you didn't try? You didn't get them?
I didn't get them. I was trying for my oldest daughter.
I was trying so hard and I didn't get them either. You have a driveway around you with gravel in it and a remote garage.
I don't at the place I'm in.
Maybe you're going to be moving to somewhere with a gravel driveway with a remote garage.
You're a fraud, Mystic.
And I'm going to finish off here. It's been very good, actually, particularly the Jack Russell and the Chinese restaurant and the name Fortune.
Because Renee has been searching for things to relate back to those things, but
Renee,
sure.
if given a choice, you don't like chili.
Exactly. I don't like them, and also I can't eat them.
Yeah, can't eat them. Chili is a real problem. I've got chili here and a cross.
Yes,
Is the cross
that's a
from
big,
the necklace
big problem.
Now, you've just won $250 cash thanks to the beautiful people at Specsavers. Go and get your nails did, lady.
Oh, it sounds like a plan. Nice pamper day out.
You've also got a VIP Specsavers voucher, so after getting your nails done, you can go and select a sick pair of shades, Renee.
Yes, sunnies they do as well. Amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you're the best, Renee.
If
Have
you'd
a
like to be
beautiful
a
day.
part of Mystic Chrissie, register your details on the Nova Player.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Who doesn't love paying less for their favourite beauty brands? Love paying less for glowing skin or love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline Pharmacy.
Shop in store or online at priceline.com.au. Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Speaking of queen baking, I have been mum of the century. I have been making chocolate chip cookies from scratch and keeping them in airtight containers. Of course, the vanilla slush is in there. Don't you worry about it. How nice to be able to go to the pantry and get a fresh chocolate chip cookie.
So nice, but I remember Mum doing that as a kid, and I reckon within 35 minutes of her making them, they're all gone.
No, she's made a rookie error. She's only made one batch.
Right.
You make 2 or 3 so that the initial scoff can happen and there's still some left over for the week.
So instead of 35 minutes, you get 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, let's do this. We've got Leonie. Hi, Leonie.
Hi, guys. How you going? Hi, Chrissie.
Oh, so much better for hearing your beautiful voice, Leonie. Leonie's one of those names where there's no bad ones.
Agreed.
There's no bad ones. Would you
a bad
agree
one?
with that? Leonie's like, if only you knew. All right, this is how it works, my friend Leonie. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity. She's been in the news this week, by the way, and I've got $500 cash to give away. Thanks to the beautiful people at Queen Baking. Let's get cracking. Clue number 1. I'm an actress based in America with a very recognisable accent from my home country.
Is it Margot Robbie?
It is not Margot Robbie, but good
Great
guess. For $400. My first television appearance was in a Pepsi commercial aired in Latin America. That gives you a little clue.
Oh, gee. I'm struggling here. Dua Lipa?
No. Oh, geez, you're
Oh,
good.
gosh.
Another good guess. We're down to clue 3. This is for $300, Leonie.
You may know me as Gloria. Quite a modern woman.
Sophia Vergara?
Yes, we will accept that it is Sofia Vergara. Isn't she just so stunning you can't believe your eyes?
She's just gorgeous.
She is gorgeous, and you've got $300. You're gorgeous too,
Oh,
Leonie.
well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate
Good
it.
on you, mate. If you want to win catch just like Leonie has, register via the Nova Player app. Could be yours.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Can we pay your bills?
Nova's Pay Your Bills.
Time is running out for us to pay your bills. There's only 2 more days left.
This is the 3rd last time you'll do this, Christine
Oh,
Swan.
and I have loved it so much. I feel like Santa. Courtney, today you are sitting on my knee and I'm about to pay your bill.
It's creepy.
Hey, guys. How are you?
I'm so good, but not as good as you're about to be. What bill did you send into Nova and said, pretty please with a cherry on top, can you make this disappear?
I sent in my electricity bill. It's definitely one of the biggest bills that I have at the moment.
I'm looking at the amount. I cannot believe it. Has it been freezing in South Australia?
Yeah, but that's without using any heating at all.
Oh,
What
my
are you cooking
God.
in there?
Courtney.
I honestly don't know how it's so big. My summer one's normally a lot bigger, but yeah, they're creeping up for sure.
I mean, do I need to check your roof for what's going on in there, Courtney? But it is
Yes,
$816.80 and it is a 0 balance for you, my girl.
That is incredible. Thank you guys so much. It's going to be such a big help for
Now,
us.
don't do what Jack and I do and then we feel like, oh, now we've got $816 that we're going to blow in a bum bag and other things.
Oh, no, I definitely will. Trust me, I'm responsible.
Good on ya.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
I mean, I want to go to the Cayman Islands. They sound like Brigadoon, you know, that musical, which is set in a make-believe place, but it does exist. My friend worked in the Cayman Islands in radio.
Really?
Yeah.
I was about to ask if your friend was evading tax, because that's where people go to do that, yeah.
That's where people go to do that, or to have a little holiday, which is what Gigi Hadid has done. She's chartered a private jet. I mean, surely you could just catch the Fokker friendship over there, but no, not if you're Gigi Hadid.
She needs a PJ.
Yes, she's chartered a private jet. I'm assuming that these people have 7,000 hangers-on around them.
Of course.
I saw some footage yesterday. I can't think of who it was, but it was someone very famous. And it was just like, I'm just having a barbecue. The place was crawling with people. And I just thought that is the depth of misery to me.
They must enjoy it though, Swan. Like, they must enjoy the hanger-oners. Like,
But what's wrong with them? Can't you be alone?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would
do.
absolutely hate it.
But if you're an extrovert, you'd want it. Like, I'd love it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Always someone around.
Yes. With all that money, you got to spend it. You got to drink together. You got to shop together. You got to holiday together.
No,
like Gigi.
my idea of heaven is when I get home and there is no one at home. I'll make an exception for the children that I birthed, but if it's just us and me, that's perfect. That is perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody. And if the doorbell rings, we all hit the deck so that no one can see that we're home. Anyway, back to Gigi Hadid. She has been arrested for marijuana possession. I mean, this is it was only personal use. But I think what's happened is she's from Los Angeles, and it's really unusual for us here in Australia where marijuana is absolutely illegal. The smallest amount, the drop of it, you can't have. But in Los Angeles, I was there. I took the kids to Disneyland in December, and the whole place smells.
It's a puff of it.
Oh my God. It is everywhere.
Whenever I even smell it down the street now, I just think of LA.
So do
Because
I.
I've got that affiliated with it.
So do I. In fact, I was out for dinner with my daughter and another friend on Monday night just before Lizzo.
Yeah.
And we walked through somebody's doobie smoke. And my daughter, Peg 10, said, "Ooh, anybody want to buy some weed?" Which was our catchphrase that we said in America. And my friend said, "How do you know what that smells like?" Looking at me like, "Hey, what are you doing at home?" And Peg's like, "Mate, I've been to California. I know what it smells like." But Gigi Hadid's going to get away with it. She's got a $1,000 fine, which is, my God, water off a duck's back.
How embarrassing for her, though. That would have rocked her.
I know. Speaking of very famous people, Floyd Mayweather, the boxer. By the way, I'm vehemently opposed to boxing. It's
You
my one
hate
thing.
it, don't you?
I absolutely hate it. I cannot see that it's a sweet science. I just see that it's two people beating each other up and it's violent and awful. And I can't have my mind changed.
I agree with you, and all my mates are into it and they love it and they go to the pub and watch it, but I'm with you. I don't get it.
It's not a sport for me.
No,
I just think it's horrific.
And it's always the same outcome. Like, one person gets knocked
I know
out.
that poor person. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather has been surrounded by special forces guards as he spent $7 million at Gucci in South Africa. Now, I have no interest in boxing or Floyd Mayweather, but you had me at the word Gucci because I have had my first Gucci thing bought for me, a gift.
It's very exciting.
It's very exciting. I don't have one fancy brand name thing. All my fancy brand name things are all $30 knockoffs from Bali, from Sabrina.
What's it called? Yeah, Sabrina.
Sabrina. The full name is, God, I wish Jane Hall was here. She'd remember. Oh, Sabrina Luxury Brand. So I always go to Sabrina Luxury Brand and buy knockoffs in Seminyak whenever I'm in Bali. But the beautiful Mel B, who I just finished filming The Masked Singer with, gave me my first real proper Gucci thing in a box.
The coolest part about this is that it was from Mel B.
I agree.
She took the time to go and buy you something from Gucci.
I know.
I mean, her assistant probably did it, but still, it's from Mel B.
Her daughter did it.
Oh, really?
Her daughter was tasked with that beautiful, beautiful gesture.
Very cool, Swanee.
Got my first Gucci thing. Thank you, Mel.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Before the end of this hour, we are going to give away the very last tickets to our exclusive Barbie preview screening tomorrow night in Melbourne. Get on it. We're also going to be catching up with American stand-up comedian Fortune Feimster. She is so gorgeous, and you definitely would have seen her on television and the big screen. But she is part of the SAG strike.
Yeah.
So we really have to, it's going to be very interesting because we've got to kind of keep to the paradigm that she has agreed to as part of the actors strike.
Yeah.
So we're going to focus on her amazing stand-up comedy career and her current tour of Australia. Don't miss it. She's amazing.
Yeah, jump on her website, actually, fortunefeimster.com, if you would like to go and see her and if you've heard about her. But next, it's time for Chrissy's Quizzies.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I'm feeling super generous today.
Well, the thing with that is, that's all good and well, but all we've got to give away is a bum bag.
But riddle me this.
Yeah.
I haven't given away a single Priceline voucher on the show.
Okay.
And I'm going to put one Priceline voucher inside the bum bag.
Yeah, and then that's it.
And then the person that doesn't win the bum bag just gets a voucher as well.
So you're giving away 2 Priceline vouchers.
Yes.
It's bump day and I can't be bothered arguing with you, so yes, we'll do it.
Rachel and Martina, how do you think that sounds?
That sounds
Totally
great.
awesome.
Totally awesome. Everyone's a
Yeah.
winner. Everyone's a winner. And
Thank
can I
you.
That is so cool.
can I
Thanks,
just
Chris.
recommend something?
QVC Chrissie's here.
QVC Chrissie's here. I have purchased the most fabulous product from Priceline, and I suggest you use your voucher on it. It is a Revlon matte balm lipstick, and it's so brilliant. It says here, balsamo mate para labios, which sounds rude. But there's my tip. They come in lots of colours, and they condition your lips while they colour them.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get cracking. Your names are your buzzers, beautifuls. It's best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with aforementioned bum bag. Let's do it. Question number 1. Meta, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, recently launched their answer to Twitter. What is the new platform called?
Rach,
Yes, Rach.
is it Thread?
It is Threads. Are you on it? Jack and I, we haven't discussed it yet.
No.
Are you
I don't
going?
even know what it is.
Haven't heard of
I've
it.
got no idea.
I feel like I just don't have the bandwidth for it, like the mental bandwidth.
I agree, and I also think it's already fizzling out. Like, everyone jumped on it within the first week, and I've been seeing some stories about it over the last 24 hours, and people are like, yeah, no, there's, like, it's not that great.
Really?
We don't need to be on it.
It's like MySpace.
Totally.
Okay.
But not even, I think even more
Not
dull.
even. Okay, question number 2. Which former wild child announced that she had her first baby yesterday with her husband, Peter Shamus? The baby's name is Luai.
Oh, I heard that, and I can't remember it. Tina,
It's yes, Martina?
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes, it is
She
Lindsay
did say it.
Lohan.
I'll give that to you, Martina.
you.
One all. Okay, question number 3.
On this day in 2004, Kelly Clarkson released this banger.
Oh, Rachel.
Yes,
Rachel.
Rachel. What's it called?
Breakaway.
Also, incidentally, the name of a discontinued and wildly underrated chocolate bar.
Is it?
Do you remember the Breakaway?
I do. It was like a
It's got
Kit Kat.
wafer.
Yes, it was like a Kit Kat, but with extra chocolate around it.
How long ago was it discontinued?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Question number 4. Which country is Mallorca in? Mallorca.
Yes.
It's Martina.
Yes, Martina?
Is it USA?
No. Lots of English people go there because it's cheap.
Oh,
Spain.
Martina.
It's in España.
That's where they filmed the first Love Island, I think.
Yes, they did. God, that was a great series.
With my mate Taylor.
So good.
Grayla. Great crap.
Grayla. Oh my God. Hasn't she moved on and well?
All right, 2 points to Rach, 1 to Martina. Rach, this could be for the win. Martina,
Okay.
there's still skin in the game for you.
What does the abbreviation BRB stand for?
Rach.
Yes, Rachel.
Martina.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Correct.
Be right back with a bum bag. You've got that, Rach. But the good news is, Martina, you also get the Priceline voucher and just, the matte,
Thank you,
the
Chrissie.
matte
I really
balm,
appreciate it.
matte balm lipstick. Just see how you go with that, all right?
How do you pronounce that lipstick again?
I don't know. It's got labios on the end of it,
Oh,
if you know what I
hello.
mean.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're thrilled to welcome a bona fide superstar, Fortune Feimster. Welcome.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Really good.
So
Now, it's
good.
been so long since I've seen you. You might not even remember you came into a studio when I was on a different show.
I was
and-
saying this seemed everything seemed very familiar. I was like, I feel like I've been here before. or-
Yes, it's like a
Yeah.
wrinkle in time, but so much has happened. The pandemic, COVID, lockdowns, everything.
But
What-
you and I are as gorgeous as ever.
100%. We're better. We came out better. How did
That's
we
right.
do it? What is the one lesson you've learnt as a naturally optimistic person from the terror and horror of COVID?
Oh gosh, I mean, I think I learned what a lot of people learn in that you have no control over anything, right? So when they say live life to the fullest, you really do have to,
Yeah.
do that. You have to appreciate the things when they're good and make the most of life because literally everything is out of our hands.
You have been described, I did a little bit of research and I just love these adjectives. You've been described as very silly, naturally happy, affable, charismatic, one of a kind. These are all wonderful things. Is there anything you want to add and put on the record? Any other adjectives?
Those are probably all from my mom alone. I don't know. I would say that describes me pretty well. Very positive person. Glass half full kind of person.
I loved very silly. I just think it's so underrated to be very silly.
Well, I grew up watching those kind of comics, right? Like the Carol Burnett show. I used to watch reruns of her show, and Saturday Night Live was a big influence on me. Like people like Will Ferrell, people who play those very big, over-the-top characters where they're not taking themselves too seriously. That's what I like, and I think that's where the silly is.
When you were growing up, I did notice that you were... I wanted to ask you about this because I think that one of the greatest things about comedy is making fun of common trauma. As long as it's far enough away. And,
right.
As long as it's far enough
Some
away.
therapy.
Yeah. And I did notice that in 1998, this is a long time ago, you were presented to society at the Gastonia Debutante Ball.
Yes.
Now, that was very triggering for me because in Australia, we have year 11 formals and year 12 formals. Very similar. And it was the worst night of my life. And I just wondered, Fortune, being presented to society at the Gastonia Debutante Ball, was it as much a fresh hell as I assume it was?
Well, I'll tell you this. I never in a million years would have thought in 1998 that I'd be talking about this in Australia. That's wild to me. But no, it was not a pleasant experience for me whatsoever. It was something my mom really wanted me to do, It was more for her than it was for me. Like, she wanted to be like an upstanding member of, high society. And I'm like, we have no money. Like, I don't know. This is a very expensive thing to be a part of. And our water bill got turned off a month ago. But she was kind of living in this delusional place of the good old days.
Yes.
But
and you would have been all gussied up in the white dress and
I joked that I had to come out to society twice. Once as a lady and once as a gay person.
Speaking of your mum, does she see a lot of your stand-up and come to a lot of your shows? And if so, what does she think? Like, is she ever shocked by anything, or does she get mad at you about anything you deliver?
Oh, she loves it. If she could come to every single show, she would, especially this tour, because I'm talking about her a lot more than I ever have, because she's a very fun, ridiculous, over-the-top person. And there's a joke I'm doing right now on this tour where she just called me up one day and she goes, "Hey, I just drove off a cliff." And you're just like, what? So it's that kind of thing that I just think is so funny. So she just likes being talked about because she likes to be a center of attention. But I did come across a story that she saw me tell, and she goes, "I don't want you to tell that story." And I go, "What?" Like, she's never done that before.
Really?
So
Are you going to honor her wishes?
I mean, for right now, maybe I could. I feel like she could be bribed, right? Like,
yeah,
we'll see how much I need material.
Speaking of affirmations and mothers, when I was growing up, my mum was big on creative visualization and Louise Hay and you can heal your life and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, a lot of the time in my, early teens, I would look into the mirror, on her direction, saying things like, "I am peace. I am respect," all of this, because apparently if you say that thing, that becomes your life. And I've always thought, if I ever speak to you again, it's been 6 years since we've spoken, I want to know, do you think that the fact that everybody calling you your name, Fortune, do you believe that has had any impact on the good fortune of your life?
Well, that's so interesting. I haven't thought about it like that, but I will say this. My grandmother is the person who wanted that to be my name.
Right.
It was her mother's maiden name, and I actually grew up by my first name, Emily, and Fortune is my middle name, and I always felt like my grandmother just kind of knew me before I knew myself.
Right.
And started using that name when I started comedy. It sounds very hippy-dippy, but I feel like I do have this kind of guardian angel in my grandmother who wanted that to be my name. And so I feel like it does sort of have a touch of something good about
juju.
it.
One of the things that I love whenever I go to any live show, concert or stand-up comedy show, and I'm a huge fan of both, obviously, I love the music that is played while you're milling around and getting your
shiraz.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love that. And I've always wondered, does the artist or comedian have anything to do with that? And I know that you do. You put in a lot of work on your playlist.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the comedian. Some people just leave it up to the venue, but I want, from the time the person walks into my show, I want them to be jamming, just being like, yeah, this has a good vibe.
Well, we're going to put you through your paces on how well you know your playlist. We've come up with a little game.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. Someone from my team put my playlist online.
Yeah, I know. We've got
the link, but it allowed people to add songs to it without me realizing it. So I honestly don't. I have to keep periodically going on there and erasing the songs people add.
Okay.
So hopefully there's no ones on there that I don't know of.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Stump Chrissie.
Okay, we've got 5 songs here, Fortune. It's you v Chrissie. I'm going to play a second or 2 seconds of each song, and then I need you to buzz in with your name and then give me the title of the song and the artist.
You look so nervous, Fortune. I love it.
I know.
Alrighty.
The pressure.
How do I buzz in? I just go bzz.
Fortune.
No, you say Fortune. You say your name. Fortune. Test your
I
buzzer.
see.
Test your buzzer.
Okay.
Does it work?
Fortune.
Yes, it
Great.
works.
I want to say it like y'all. Fortune.
Fortuna.
Fortune.
Song 1.
Fortune.
Yes.
Shoot by Salt and Pepper.
Oh, what a jam.
Come on. That is a jam, right?
Oh, yes. Shibby-dibby-dibop.
Here I go. Okay, girls,
What's my weakness, man? Okay, then.
1 point to Fortune. Okay, round 2.
Fortune.
Yes.
Call your girlfriend Robin.
No, Chrissie.
Oh,
Dancing on your own. Dancing on my own, Robin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is
One
such
point
a
to Chrissie.
jam. This is the best. Underrated, this song.
That's it. I don't even know the words.
Alrighty, 1-1. Song 3.
Chrissie.
Fortune.
Chrissie, you're in first.
Islands in the Stream, Kenny and Dolly. What a tune.
Nice. Right?
That is what we
You gotta get different eras in there.
These are definitely part of your original. People haven't added this in. People haven't added these.
Yeah.
These are all the same oeuvre.
They're good jams, right?
Yes.
Okay, 2 points to Chrissie, 1 to Fortune. Song 4, Fortune. Come on, you got to get back in the game.
Okay.
I know. Fortune.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
It's Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone.
Correct.
Oh, God. Are you mad for Kelly Clarkson?
Oh my God, I love it. I've been on her show like 10 times.
Oh my God, I'm so envious. Is she just as magical as I expect her to be?
She is amazing. She's so down to earth, so cool.
Did you get some merch
What's
from her
that?
show? I saw you carrying a Kelly Clarkson keep cup on your Instagram.
Well, she had me plug her merch because I kept going on her show, and every time you go on her show, they give you merch. So I would film these videos with her like cups and stuff, and everyone was like, where do you get this? So every time I did her show, I said, Kelly, you have to start selling this merch.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
everyone wants it. And so they finally made a deal where they're probably making $1 gazillion where they're selling merch. And
You need a cut. You need a cut of
For real,
that.
I need a 5% something.
Alrighty, this song is for the win.
Okay.
It's
Oh
2
my gosh.
apiece.
Okay, come
the
on.
stakes are high.
Chrissie.
Fortune.
Summer of 69, Bryan Adams.
Chrissie's done it.
Yes, Fortune.
Wow, I got beat at my own jam.
Yeah, you did.
What a playlist.
Right? What a playlist.
Well
Come
done.
on.
God, mate. You
If that
really
doesn't
are.
make people right. If that doesn't make people want to come to my show, I don't know what will.
You are very silly, naturally happy, affable, and charismatic, and definitely one of a kind. Please get a ticket to see Fortune Feimster's show. She has a website, fortunefeimster.com. Get on there and see where she is.
She's in Sydney tonight if you want to get some
Sure
lottery
is.
tickets.
Tonight
Hey.
and tomorrow night.
Love you. So good to see you.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Barbie, let's go party.
Chrissy Swan's Barbie Vacation.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken. Thanks to Overload South Yarra.
Yep.
Don't miss Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling star in this year's most anticipated film, Barbie. Only in cinemas July 20.
It's the last time I'll ever talk over the opener.
No, it's not.
No, it's the last time I'll ever talk over that opener.
Correct.
Because this is our very last person who's going to meet us for some popcorn and bits and bobs and chatting and selfies and hugs and stuff at the exclusive Barbie screening. It's you, Jen.
Hi, Chrissie and Jack.
You are coming to the movie premiere with us. Are you excited?
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Good girl, good girl. Did you play with Barbies when you were growing up?
I did. I loved them.
Me too. Did you have a friend who had better stuff than you? I had a friend who always had better stuff than me. Like she had the camper van and the horse.
She was rich.
She was. Yeah.
Jen, we'll see you tomorrow night, and thanks so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
I want to talk about Miranda Lambert, which is a name that I have never heard of before today.
Country singer.
Country singer. I do love my country music.
Last night we let the liquor talk.
Whoopi Goldberg has walked off the set of The View over a controversy vis-a-vis Miranda Lambert. Now, what's happened is Miranda Lambert is a country singer. Obviously hasn't broken here yet. She might. But she got cranky because she was doing a live show in Las Vegas. She looked out into the crowd and two girls were having a selfie instead of paying 100% attention to her on the stage. Have a listen.
I'm going to stop right here for a sec, Danny. I'm sorry. These girls are worried about their selfie and not listening to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit. We're here to hear some country music tonight. I'm singing some country damn music.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I think Whoopi overreacted because Whoopi took her side and was like, yeah, she's in the right. I think she's absolutely not. I think in 2023, when people pay a lot of money to go to these concerts, if they want to take selfies to remember the moment or video the artist, that's just a part of it now. The artists have just got to accept that and not be distracted by it.
I think I agree with you, but there is a fine line. Like I went to Lizzo this week with my daughter Peg and she fell into the habit because she's never lived in a world without one of these phones, right? And I don't want to be the mother constantly harping on about being in the moment, put your phone down, have you had enough screen time? I don't want to do that. I want her to learn how to navigate it herself because it's her life. And I was noticing that she loves Lizzo, right? Loves her.
Yeah.
But she spent the first two songs recording it. So she was actually looking, and I watched her eye line. She was looking at Lizzo via her phone.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see if she twigs. Eventually, she put the phone down.
Herself?
Yes.
I love that.
When we were walking home, she goes, I don't want to sound like, a loser or anything, but I sort of realised early on that I wanted to be present in the show because I was missing it. It felt like secondhand. So there is that moment where you go, oh my God, what am I doing? Put this away, be in it, breathe it in.
Absolutely.
Look at other people's faces as well.
And at a concert, like with you being next to Peg, there is nothing more annoying when you're with a group of people that are just filming because you want to enjoy it together.
Agreed.
And be in sync. But I think you're right. I think I identify it within myself. People can self-censor that stuff.
That's right.
I don't need Miranda Lambert telling me.
I agree. And sometimes you just want to have a selfie. You want to have a selfie, you want to have Miranda Lambert in the background or Lizzo in the background, and I think that should be absolutely allowed.
It's free PR for you, babe.
Agreed, babe.
Cop it.
We're talking about you, aren't we?
Hey, speaking of singers, Swanee, tomorrow our very own Ricki Lee drops her new tune,
Oh, God.
Point of No Return. So she's going to jump in the studio a bit early with us.
I wonder if it's going to be another banger like On My Own.
Of
I think
course
it
it
is.
is.
I think it is. No brainer. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.